Minutes. In the meantime, that shocking request from the president of Iran. He wants to lay a wreath at Ground Zero.
Oh,
Eric Shawn reports live for us now from the World Trade Center site. So, Eric, what is the latest? Certainly, I know security at least said a no-go.
A no-go as of this morning, Gretchen. I mean, really, it's unbelievable. The guy has dreamed of a day when there is no USA. He has denied the Holocaust, has called for Israel to be wiped off the map. He runs a government that is considered a state sponsor of terrorism, and of course, Iran continues to defy the Security Council. Well, all that did not stop Mahmoud Ahmadinejad from wanting to come here to Ground Zero to lay a wreath to honor those who were killed by terrorism on 9/11. Well, this is outrage and angered a lot of New Yorkers. The White House had a statement saying it was odd that the president of a country that's a state sponsor of terrorism would want to do that. Hillary Clinton called it unacceptable. Rudy Giuliani branding it outrageous because Iran harbors bin Laden's son and members of al-Qaeda. Mitt Romney wants Ahmadinejad indicted for genocide, not honored to come down here to pay tribute to those who were killed. Well, at first, NYPD Police Commissioner Ray Kelly said officials were considering it.
I think it would not be possible to have him go to any area other than the area where most of the public goes.
Well, then there was this statement a few hours later, which said a request earlier this month to permit a visit by Iranian President Ahmadinejad to Ground Zero during the United Nations General Assembly was rejected in a meeting which included the NYPD, Secret Service, and Port Authority officials. The site is closed to visitors because of construction there. That was the only request. Requests for the Iranian president to visit the immediate area would also be opposed by the NYPD on security grounds. So he won't be coming here because it is a construction site, as you can see behind me, and because of security. That's not going to stop him from speaking to the UN. He arrives here on Sunday, and he will also be going to Columbia University for a speech. The university says they want to hear from different views, but also, guys, there will be some major demonstrations against him when he is here at the UN for the General Assembly. His visit, by the way, will last 2 days. That's it from Ground Zero. Eric Shawn, back to you this morning.
Eric, real quick, in the Daily News it says little can be done to keep Ahmadinejad, who is arriving Sunday to address the United Nations General Assembly, from visiting Ground Zero. This in today's Daily News. Does that mean he could walk down with his own people and take his chances?
Well, theoretically, that could be possible. You know, the Iranian mission is up on 5th Avenue and 83rd Street. So let's say he hops a cab and comes down here, doesn't tell anybody. Sure. I don't think that's going to happen. I think they probably will listen to the security issues. But this, unlike, you know, his nation, really, this is a free country. I don't think that he'll be here, but, you know, you never know from this guy.
Sure. All right, Eric Shawn down at the World Trade Center site. We asked a question the day earlier, should they let him go or hell no? And Chester from Daytona Beach wrote in about whether or not the guy should be allowed to go down and lay a wreath. And Chester says, hell no. A better question would be, who is he laying a wreath for? The innocents who died, or the... and then Chester uses an expletive, who caused the disaster.
It's so absurd. It's so absurd that it would even be considered. I think it's absurd that this guy can speak in front of the General Assembly.
But when we took the United Nations in here, we basically said, who's ever leading the country, you're allowed.
Yeah, well,
we should have said dictators not allowed.
There you go. Newsreaders allowed, and we have one right here at center stage.